After my mom passed away, I moved back to our small family farm at 34 to help my dad keep it running. My younger brother, 31, lives 2 states away with his wife and 3 kids, working a city job and rarely visiting, maybe once or twice a year. He's had no role in the farm's upkeep. For over a decade, I've been the backbone of the farm's operations. It's a modest operation, barely breaking even most years, just enough to cover taxes and keep things afloat for my dad's sake. He helps where he can. It gives him purpose since Mom's death, but I handle the bulk of the work. From tending livestock and crops to fixing equipment and managing finances, I do it all alongside a part-time job in town to make ends meet. The farm doesn't pay, so I've essentially worked for free, living on site and stepping up whenever needed. Here's the issue. My dad recently announced he's revising his will to leave the farm to my brother. His reasoning: my brother has a family to support, while I, being single and childless, am better equipped to fend for myself. In his view, my brother's kids make him more deserving of the inheritance. I was stunned and asked if he was serious, pointing out my years of effort. He got defensive, saying family isn't about keeping tabs and that I shouldn't worry about who gets what because I'm capable on my own. That stung deeply. I've poured over 10 years into this farm, putting my personal life on hold to preserve our family's legacy. Meanwhile, my brother hasn't lifted a finger here. He's not a bad person, his life just took him elsewhere. But it feels like a betrayal to hand the farm, kept alive by my labor, to someone who's absent just because he has kids. It's not about money, the farm isn't profitable. It's about fairness. I suspect my brother would sell the land for cash, as he has no interest or skills in farming. That would mean all my work to sustain and improve the place was for nothing, and I'd lose my home and livelihood while he profits. I haven't confronted my dad since that initial talk where he brushed me off, saying family isn't about scorekeeping. It made me feel selfish for raising the issue. I love my dad and came back out of duty, not for reward, but I feel undervalued, like my efforts don't matter because I'm the daughter, expected to help without recognition. I'm torn and hurt. How do I approach my dad without escalating things? I haven't told my brother yet. Am I wrong to be upset that my dad plans to give the farm to my brother despite my decade of work? Is my anger valid, or am I being entitled? I need perspective. Comment 1 ***, you're not wrong. Your dad's taking advantage of you, treating you like free help while rewarding your uninvolved brother. It's unfair, possibly rooted in outdated beliefs favoring sons. You're justified in feeling hurt and should reconsider working for nothing. My response ***, it does feel like I'm being overlooked. Thanks for validating that. Comment 2 ***, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Have you had an open conversation with your dad about how this affects you? He might not realize the depth of your effort or feelings. Sharing your perspective calmly could help. Also, does your brother even want the farm? Talking to him might clarify things. My response ***, you're right, I haven't had a proper heart-to-heart yet. I froze during the initial talk. I'll try discussing it calmly with my dad and maybe reach out to my brother, who's never shown interest in the farm. Comment 3 ***, you're being entitled. You chose to return and work on the farm, that doesn't mean you own it. It's your dad's property to give as he sees fit, and it makes sense he'd prioritize your brother's family. Stop guilt-tripping him for your choices. My response ***, I didn't expect payment for helping family, but it's hard not to feel disrespected. I'm not trying to guilt anyone. I just want my dad to understand my perspective. If nothing changes, I might have to leave, though it's painful. Update 1 ***, thanks for the advice on my first post. I tried talking to my dad, but it didn't go well. I explained how I've dedicated years to the farm and how it hurts that he's giving it to my brother, who's never contributed. He got defensive, saying I shouldn't view inheritance as payment for work and that family means helping without expecting rewards. He repeated that my brother needs it more for his family while I'm independent. When I said it felt unfair, he replied, "Life's not fair. Inheritance isn't a wage." I asked if my brother knows, and he admitted he hasn't told him, acting like it's no big deal. It left me deflated. To him, my work is just what family does, not something deserving recognition. I'm still running the farm, but growing resentful. I haven't contacted my brother yet, as he's unaware and lives far away. I'm at a loss for what to do next. Comment 1 ***, this sounds like outdated thinking, maybe even sexism, expecting the daughter to work for free while the son gets everything. You're not wrong to feel hurt. My response asterisk. It feels that way and it's painful to think he sees it like that. Thanks for the support. Comment 2 asterisk. If your dad won't listen, prioritize yourself. You can't keep working for free if he's giving it all to your brother. Consider cutting back on farm duties or finding paid work elsewhere. My response asterisk. I'm starting to agree. I love the farm, but I can't keep giving everything to something I won't have a stake in. I'll need to plan for my future. Comment 3 asterisk. Talk to your brother. He might not want the farm and could back you up. At least you'd know his plans, which could help when you talk to your dad again. My response asterisk. Good idea. I haven't approached him yet. It's tough, but I need to know his stance. I'll try soon. Update 2 asterisk. Following advice, I spoke with my brother during his brief weekend visit with his family. I told him Dad plans to leave him the farm. He was surprised, clearly unaware. When I asked what he'd do if he inherited it, he was candid. I can't move here and farm. My life's in the city with the kids' school and my job. I'd probably sell it. Hearing that upset me, though I expected it. I explained I've worked over a decade to keep the farm going and don't want it sold to strangers. He seemed awkward, saying, I get it, it's complicated. I'd have to think about it. He didn't refuse the inheritance or suggest I get a share, just looked uncomfortable. It confirmed my fear if he inherits, he'll sell. I'm trying not to resent him, he's just being practical, but it feels like my work will be for nothing. Dad hasn't officially told him, and I haven't mentioned this talk to Dad yet. I'm bracing for another tense conversation. Comment 1 asterisk. Now you know your brother will sell. Tell your dad ASAP. If he cares about family legacy, he needs to know his plan will destroy it. Maybe it'll make him rethink. My response asterisk. I agree, I need to tell him soon. It's tough, but he has to face that his plan won't work out. I hope it changes his mind. Comment 2 asterisk. Your brother's response was disappointing. He didn't even acknowledge your work or suggest sharing. A decent person might have said you deserve it. He seems fine taking the money. My response asterisk. I was let down too. I don't think he means to hurt me, but I hoped he'd at least consider my efforts. He didn't, and it stings. Update 3 asterisk. Over the past few months, I've quietly prepared for a life beyond the farm. I updated my resume and explored agricultural jobs elsewhere. I haven't left yet, but I'm less invested in the farm's future plans. My dad noticed, asking why I seemed detached from next season's work. I was honest, saying I'm exploring other options because I have no long-term future here. I explained it's hard to stay knowing I'll get nothing, especially since my brother plans to sell. He got upset, accusing me of abandoning him in his old age, saying Mom would be disappointed. I stayed calm, explaining I've given 8 years out of love but need to secure my own future. He bitterly said I chose to return and can leave if I want. We're at an impasse, barely talking beyond daily farm tasks. There's tension and I feel guilty but stuck. I've applied for jobs and am waiting to see what happens. Comment asterisk. This is a lose-lose situation. I feel for your dad, he's scared and aging, but he created this by not valuing you. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Take any good job offer without guilt. My response asterisk. It's heartbreaking, but you're right, I've given him chances to make it right. I'll take a job if it comes, though leaving will hurt. I hope he understands eventually. Update 4, big changes in recent months. I landed a job managing operations at a larger farm 3 hours away. They valued my experience, and the pay and benefits are solid, new for me after working for free. I gave my dad 2 months' notice to prepare. When I told him, he panicked, begging me to stay and offering to split the farm 50-50 with my brother. I declined, explaining that co-ownership wouldn't work. My brother could still sell his share, ruining the farm. I think that hit him. He talked to my brother, who confirmed he'd sell, admitting he thought Dad knew. Dad was shaken, realizing his plan would end the family legacy. Now he's struggling to hire help. Farm labor costs more than he expected, straining the farm's finances. I'm packing to move soon, and we're on better terms, though he's accepted I'm leaving. I think he sees his role in this now. I don't believe I'm wrong here. No one meant harm, but their choices hurt me. I'm moving on for myself, and if the farm becomes too much, Dad may sell. That's his call now. I'm sad but hopeful for my future. Thanks for the support.